In the epic journey of life, there lies a hidden yet profound battlefield, one that doesn't echo with the clashing of swords, but resonates with the inner turmoil of our thoughts and emotions. This is the arena of you versus you, where our greatest adversary is our own self-doubt, fear, and limitation. Today, we're not just going to explore this battle. We're going to learn how to win it. How, you ask? Through the time-honored wisdom of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that's not just about enduring hardship, but thriving amidst it. Imagine standing at a crossroads every day, where one path is paved with your fears, and the other with your dreams. Stoicism doesn't just illuminate the right path, it gives you the courage to walk it. With its powerful tools, resilience, mindfulness, and virtue, Stoicism transforms your inner conflict from a silent struggle into a narrative of triumph. So, buckle up for an engaging journey into the heart of Stoicism. We'll uncover how this age-old philosophy can be your ally in the modern world, helping you conquer the you versus you battle. Whether you're wrestling with life's challenges or seeking a deeper sense of purpose, this exploration is more than just a lesson. It's a gateway to mastering your inner world and unlocking your true potential. Get ready to challenge your perceptions, question your limits, and embark on an introspective adventure that's as old as philosophy itself, yet as relevant as your next breath. This is not just philosophy, it's a roadmap to becoming the best version of yourself. Welcome to the journey of mastering self, the ultimate you vs you conquest, powered by the enduring wisdom of Stoicism. Stoicism, a philosophy as enduring as the marble columns of ancient Greece, was born in the early 3rd century BC. This time-tested wisdom does not merely belong in the hushed halls of history, it thrives in the bustling streets of our modern lives. Stoicism isn't just about bearing life's storms with a stern face. It's about steering your ship skillfully through them. It teaches the art of developing self-control and resilience not as lofty ideals but as practical tools to overcome the tempests of destructive emotions. Now let's bring this into the context of our daily lives. Every day we face a myriad of challenges: stress at work, conflicts in relationships, the constant barrage of social media, and our own internal battles with anxiety, self-doubt, and fear. These are the fronts where the you vs you battle rages fiercest. You might wonder, how can a philosophy that's over 2 millennia old help us today? The answer lies in its timeless principles. Stoicism teaches us to differentiate between what we can control and what we cannot. Imagine how empowering it is to realize that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions to them. This shift in perspective is a game changer. It means you can choose not to be upset by a rude comment or stressed by a deadline. You learn to focus your energy on your response, your thoughts, and your actions, the true arenas where the you vs you battle is won. Moreover, Stoicism encourages us to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. Imagine viewing every difficulty not as a barrier, but as a stepping stone to a stronger, wiser you. This approach transforms our internal struggles, turning them into lessons that fortify our character and resilience. But Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions. It's about understanding them, managing them, and ensuring they don't take the driver's seat in our lives. It teaches us to observe our emotions without being overwhelmed by them, fostering a state of inner calm and clarity. In a world where we're constantly bombarded with messages telling us who to be and what to feel, Stoicism offers a grounding force. It reminds us that true contentment comes from within, from living in accordance with our values and virtues, not from external accolades or possessions. So, as we delve deeper into this video, remember that Stoicism isn't just a topic of philosophical discussion. It's a practical daily practice. It's about making the choice, moment by moment, to master the you vs you battle, armed with self-control, resilience, and the wisdom of the Stoics. This is how Stoicism, an ancient beacon of wisdom, illuminates our modern-day journey towards self-mastery and inner peace. 1. Understanding the you versus you concept. The you versus you concept delves deep into the heart of our personal journey, touching the very essence of our being. It's about confronting those shadows within us, our inner limitations, fears, and self-doubt. This isn't just a skirmish. It's an ongoing battle. A relentless duel between the person we currently are and the person we yearn to become. Picture this. On one side, there's the current self. This version of you is shaped by past experiences, doubts, and perceived limitations. It's the voice that whispers, "You can't do this," or "You're not good enough." It's the part of you that hesitates before new challenges, that recoils at the edge of your comfort zone. On the other side, there's the aspirational self. This is the you that dreams, that reaches for the stars. It's the vision of yourself that is confident, capable, and unbound by self-imposed limitations. This is the you that embraces challenges, sees failure as a stepping stone, and believes in your potential to grow and succeed. The you versus you battle is the tension between these two selves. It plays out in the small, everyday decisions, as much as in the significant, life-changing ones. It's in the choice to hit the snooze button or to wake up early for that morning run. It's in deciding whether to speak up in a meeting or to stay silent. It's in choosing to take a risk for a dream or to play it safe in the comfort of routine. But this battle is more than just a series of choices. It's a transformative journey. Each time you push against your fears, question your self-doubt, or step out of your comfort zone, you chip away at the barriers holding your current self back. You forge your path towards becoming your aspirational self. This is where the beauty of the you vs you concept truly shines. It's not just about winning a single battle. It's about the ongoing process of growth and self-improvement. It's a journey that is both challenging and exhilarating, filled with setbacks and victories. And in this journey, each step forward, no matter how small, is a triumph in its own right. So as we explore this concept further, let's remember that the you versus you battle is not about achieving a state of perfection. It's about the courage to confront ourselves, the resilience to keep moving forward, and the wisdom to recognize that the journey itself is the greatest reward. This internal conflict is often the toughest as we face our deepest insecurities and challenges. Stoicism and the internal struggle. Stoicism, more than just a philosophical doctrine, offers a robust framework for navigating the tumultuous waters of our internal struggle. At the heart of Stoicism lies a profound yet simple guiding principle. Focus on what is within your control and release your grip on what is not. This philosophy provides us with a compass to steer through the you vs you battle, offering clarity and direction in a world often clouded by confusion and uncertainty. Let's break down this Stoic approach. First, it emphasizes the importance of controlling our thoughts. Our mind is the battlefield where most of the you vs you struggle occurs. Stoicism teaches us that while we can't always control what happens to us, we can control how we interpret and respond to these events. This means shifting our perspective from a passive, "things happen to me," to an active, "I choose how to respond to things." By doing so, we empower ourselves to maintain mental fortitude and composure, even in challenging situations. Next, Stoicism guides us in managing our feelings. Often our emotions can feel like a whirlwind, tossing us to and fro. Stoicism doesn't advocate for suppressing or ignoring these emotions, but rather understanding and guiding them. It encourages us to question our emotional reactions, to see if they're based on rational judgments or misguided perceptions. By practicing this mindful awareness of our emotions, we can align them more closely with reason, ensuring they support rather than hinder our journey towards our aspirational self. Finally, Stoicism focuses on our actions. It teaches us that our actions should be deliberate, purposeful, and aligned with our values and virtues. This means being proactive, not reactive, in our decisions and behaviors. In the you vs you battle, this translates to choosing actions that propel us towards our goals, that reflect our true character, and that contribute to our personal growth and well-being. But what about the things outside our control? Stoicism instructs us to recognize these external factors, be it the actions of others, unforeseen circumstances, or the outcomes of our efforts. and to let go of our attachment to them. This is not resignation, but a strategic release. By freeing ourselves from the frustration of trying to control the uncontrollable, we conserve our energy and focus for the areas where we can truly make a difference. In summary, Stoicism provides a powerful toolkit for the you vs you battle. It teaches us to cultivate a strong, rational mind, a balanced emotional state, and purposeful actions. This Stoic framework not only aids us in overcoming our inner limitations and fears, but also paves the way for a life of fulfillment, purpose, and tranquility. 3. The dichotomy of control. At its core, the dichotomy of control is about understanding the limits of our influence. On one side of this divide are the things we have control over, primarily our own thoughts, choices, and actions. This realm is where our power truly lies. It's the domain of personal responsibility, where we have the autonomy to shape our responses, choose our attitudes, and direct our behaviors. Here, Stoicism empowers us to act with intention and purpose, reminding us that our internal resources are a wellspring of strength and resilience. On the other side of the dichotomy are factors beyond our control: external events, the actions of others, and the outcomes of our endeavors. These elements, though they may significantly impact our lives, are not ours to command. Stoicism teaches us to recognize this and to adopt an attitude of acceptance towards these external circumstances. This doesn't imply passivity or defeatism. Rather, it's an acknowledgement of reality that enables us to focus our energies more wisely. By internalizing the dichotomy of control, we learn to invest our efforts where they can be most effective. We stop wasting energy on trying to control the uncontrollable, which often leads to frustration and disappointment. Instead, we focus on our own actions and attitudes, which we can shape and refine. This shift in focus is liberating. It frees us from unnecessary stress and anxiety, allowing us to live with greater tranquility and contentment. Moreover, this concept encourages a proactive approach to life. Instead of being reactive to external events, we become architects of our inner world. We cultivate virtues such as courage, wisdom, and temperance, which guide us in navigating life's complexities. We learn to respond to life's challenges with equanimity, understanding that our true power lies in our response, not in the event itself. In essence, the dichotomy of control offers a roadmap for living a fulfilled and balanced life. It teaches us to embrace our own power and to let go of futile attempts to control the world around us. By doing so, we find ourselves more capable of handling whatever life throws our way, not because the world has changed, but because we have learned to approach it with a more grounded, stoic mindset. 4. Practicing mindfulness and self-reflection. Stoicism, far more than a mere philosophy, is a practical guide to living with intention and wisdom. Central to its teachings is the practice of mindfulness and self-reflection, tools that are as relevant today as they were in ancient times. These practices are not just about introspection for its own sake. They are instrumental in understanding and navigating the complex landscape of our internal battles. Mindfulness, in the Stoic sense, involves a heightened awareness of our present thoughts, emotions, and actions. It's about being fully present in each moment, observing ourselves and our interactions with the world without immediate judgment or reaction. This mindful attention helps us to recognize the patterns of our thoughts and the nature of our emotional responses. For instance, when faced with a challenge, mindfulness allows us to notice if we're reacting with undue anxiety or frustration, and it gives us the space to choose a more reasoned and calm approach. Self-reflection takes this awareness a step further. It's an active process of examining our thoughts and actions, questioning their origins and their alignment with our values. This Stoic practice encourages us to regularly take stock of our day. What did we do well? Where did we falter? What lessons can we learn? By engaging in this self-examination, we gain insight into our character and our habitual responses. We start to understand the triggers of our internal conflicts and the reasons behind our self-imposed limitations and fears. For example, if you find yourself repeatedly procrastinating, a Stoic approach through mindfulness and self-reflection would involve first observing this tendency without self-criticism, then thoughtfully exploring why you procrastinate. Is it fear of failure, perfectionism, or perhaps a lack of motivation? Understanding the root cause is the first step in addressing it. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches that this understanding is not an end in itself, but a starting point for improvement. It's about using the insights gained from mindfulness and self-reflection to make positive changes in our lives. This might mean challenging negative thought patterns, adjusting our behaviors to be more in line with our principles, or developing strategies to manage our emotions more effectively. In the context of the you vs you battle, mindfulness and self-reflection are invaluable allies. They empower us to recognize the aspects of ourselves that hold us back and to cultivate the qualities that drive us forward. This ongoing process of self-awareness and self-improvement is at the heart of Stoicism and is key to mastering our internal struggles. It's a journey that requires patience, persistence, and honesty, but the rewards, greater self-knowledge, inner peace, and a more fulfilling life, are well worth the effort. 5. Virtue as the highest good. Stoicism, with its rich and practical philosophy, places the pursuit of virtue at its very core, proclaiming it to be the highest form of goodness. This perspective is not just a theoretical ideal. It offers a concrete guide for navigating life's challenges, especially the internal battles we face within ourselves. The four cardinal virtues of Stoicism, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, are not just abstract concepts, but actionable qualities that we can cultivate and apply in our daily lives. 1. Wisdom. In the Stoic context, wisdom is the knowledge of what is good and what is evil, what should be chosen and what should be avoided. It involves the ability to navigate complex situations with clarity and understanding. When dealing with the you vs you conflict, wisdom guides us in distinguishing between rational, beneficial thoughts and actions, and those driven by irrational fears or misconceptions. It enables us to make choices that are in harmony with our true selves and our goals. 2. Courage. Stoicism elevates courage to more than just physical bravery. It encompasses the moral strength to face not only external challenges, but also internal ones. Courage in the Stoic sense involves confronting our fears, insecurities, and doubts with fortitude. It means having the resilience to persevere through difficult times and the inner strength to stand by our convictions, even when it is uncomfortable or unpopular to do so. 3. Justice. Justice in Stoicism is about right behavior towards others. It involves fairness, kindness, and social responsibility. However, in the context of you vs you, justice can also be interpreted as being true and fair to oneself. It means acknowledging our own worth and treating ourselves with the respect and compassion we would offer to others. It also involves recognizing our responsibilities to our own well-being and growth. 4. Temperance. Temperance, or self-control, is the virtue of mastering our desires and impulses. It's about finding a balanced, moderate approach to our passions and appetites. In the struggle of you vs you, temperance plays a crucial role in regulating emotions like anger, envy, or excessive pride. It helps us to maintain a level head and to make decisions that are not swayed by fleeting moods or cravings. These virtues provide a moral compass in the you vs you battle, helping us to align our actions with our best selves. By cultivating wisdom, we gain the insight to understand our true desires and fears. Courage enables us to face these challenges head-on. Justice ensures that we treat ourselves with fairness and compassion, and temperance helps us to maintain balance and control over our impulses. In essence, these virtues form the bedrock of Stoic philosophy and are integral in mastering the internal struggles we face. They teach us not just to endure life's challenges, but to thrive in them, and to emerge as individuals who are not only resilient but also morally grounded and at peace with themselves. 6. Resilience in the face of obstacles. The common misconception that Stoicism is about the suppression of emotions couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, Stoicism acknowledges the natural human experience of emotions, but emphasizes the importance of not being controlled by them. This ancient philosophy is more about building emotional resilience, enabling us to face our internal struggles with courage and endurance. Emotional resilience, in the Stoic view, is the ability to navigate through our emotional landscape in a healthy and balanced way. It's about understanding that while we cannot always control what we feel, we can control how we respond to those feelings. Stoicism teaches that our emotions are often the product of our judgments and perceptions. For example, if we perceive an event as harmful or threatening, we are likely to respond with fear or anger. However, if we can change our perception of the event, we can also change our emotional response to it. This is where the Stoic practice of mindfulness and self-reflection becomes invaluable. By becoming more aware of our thought processes and the judgments we make, we can start to question and modify them. This doesn't mean denying our emotions or pretending they don't exist. Instead, it involves acknowledging our emotions, understanding their origins, and then choosing a rational and constructive response. Courage and endurance are also central to the Stoic approach to emotions. Stoicism teaches that life will inevitably bring challenges and difficulties, and it's our response to these challenges that defines us. Courage in this context is about facing our negative emotions head-on, not running away from them or allowing them to overwhelm us. It's about having the bravery to look inward, confront our deepest fears and insecurities, and work through them. Endurance or perseverance is equally important. It's about maintaining our efforts and commitments even in the face of prolonged difficulties. This kind of endurance is not a grim resignation, but a positive, proactive stance. It involves persisting in the practice of self-reflection and mindfulness, continuously striving to understand and manage our emotions more effectively. In sum, Stoicism provides a robust framework for emotional resilience. It does not advocate for the suppression of emotions, but rather for a deeper understanding and mastery over them. By learning to perceive events more objectively and responding with reason and virtue, we build the strength to face our internal struggles. This approach leads not only to greater emotional stability, but also to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. This resilience is key in the ongoing you vs you battle. In wrapping up, we find that Stoicism, with its profound emphasis on mastering what's within our control, cultivating virtue, and building resilience, provides us with invaluable tools for triumphing in the you versus you struggle. This ancient yet timeless philosophy lights the way on our path to self-improvement and inner tranquility. Now it's your turn to take action. Embrace these Stoic principles in your daily life. Start by identifying what you can control and let go of what you can't. Cultivate virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance in every action. And when faced with life's inevitable challenges, remember to build resilience and endure with a positive spirit. The journey towards mastering yourself is both challenging and rewarding. So we encourage you to step forward today with the wisdom of Stoicism as your guide. Let it transform your internal battles into a journey of growth and peace. The power to change lies within you. Seize it now and embark on your journey towards a more fulfilled and serene life.